We're going to look at viewing an ACH payment. You can view a payment in one of two ways. One is by clicking on the name. The other way is by expanding the row and clicking on See All Details, which is what I'll do. So this payment was in an incomplete status. You can see there's a note up here telling me it requires edits before it can be submitted for approval. You can see the payment name that I gave it. As a payment description, I just said it's a great payment. I have a primary action to edit that payment. I have more actions to delete, copy, or export the payment. You can see the payment details that I have input so far. And since it's incomplete, maybe I had one of these missing, or maybe I just want to add more recipients. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Edit. It takes me to the second step because I cannot edit the payment type from here. But however, I can change anything on the processing details. I can change anything on review and submit, but I'm going to go back to recipients because I want to add one more recipient. Good. I'm going to save. I'm going to go to next. Maybe I want to add a memo. No, you only get 20 characters. It doesn't allow you much. I could change the payment date if I wanted. Really, I can change anything on this page. Go to next. I can change my payment instructions or description. Office supplies. I could mark it as confidential. I could send a pre-note on it, but I'm just going to go ahead and submit that payment. It gives me my confirmation. I could approve from here. I am not going to do that, however. And then I'm just going to copy the tracking number so we can easily find it. I'm back on my list, even though it's actually the first one, but just if you remember, if I wanted to, I could find it by putting the tracking number here. So now you can see I finished my incomplete. It goes into a needs approval status from here. So I'm going to click off there so I can see the rest. So I have that and needs approval. I have this and needs approval. I can click on the payment name from approve. I can notify approver, or approve is my primary actions, and I can reject, edit, delete, copy, or export. So you really get hopefully a feel for how the primary actions and the secondary actions change dependent upon your payment status. So obviously, if it's something's in a need approval status, you might want to either notify approvers or approve it yourself. And you can see once it goes into the needs approval status that this now says this transaction requires one more approval. It tells you the date that's needed in order to make the payment by that date, and then the last cutoff time. Now, if it's in an in-process or process status, there's a lot less that you can do on the payment. So really, my only actions are to either request a reversal, copy, or export. So that is what we have on view and edit payments.